Et l'ultimo respiro jamais, regigamo ad essambe, montagno pesce urti vivo, la gruppo dette gambe.
Fabrizio de André was an Italian singer-songwriter who was hugely influential in his time in Italy and hugely popular. His career spanned from 1958 to 1999 when he died, and he was particularly known for embracing concept albums, for the literary aspects of his work, and for a variety of styles, I understand. He was so popular that he's had public places named after him, like streets, squares, and schools, etc. And he released 13 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the 11th studio album by Fabrizio de André. I've never come across him before. It's interesting to find that there's somebody who was obviously hugely popular in his own country, that that popularity certainly hasn't spread to Britain that I know of. And, you know, maybe this is a language thing. I don't know. Anyway, it's an unusual album, apparently, for him, because the lyrics are by him, Fabrizio, and the music is by a guy called Mauro Pagini. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I might be pronouncing any of these things wrong. Who is a multi-instrumentalist who was a member of the band Premiata Forneria Marconi. Now, I have heard of, shortened to PFM. They were a hugely prominent band in the Italian prog rock scene in the 70s. So this is a mixture of traditional Mediterranean instruments and kind of rock pop singer-songwriter style stuff. And so I am going to invent the term here, world fusion. So this is like jazz fusion, where you get jazz which is melded with rock pop stuff. This is world fusion, so you get world melded with rock pop stuff. And I think there's a lot of kind of folk fusion stuff around in different traditions, and I often really like it. This is stuff that I go for a lot. The lyrics apparently are folky tales. There was in Wikipedia there was quite a lot of discussion about what the lyrics for some of these songs might be. The songs about a song about sailors, the songs about prostitutes, the songs about historical events, and here's the kicker: it's in Genoese, which is a minority language in Italy. So, by British comparisons, I think this is about equivalent to having an album done in Gaelic, or I'd say in Welsh, but I think Welsh is a bit more prominent than Gaelic is. So apparently there was a bit of reluctance for it to be done in Genoese, because the thought was, will anybody buy it when they don't understand the words? Well, I enjoyed it, and I didn't understand the words, and Fabrizio apparently was keen to promote the idea that the music is strong enough that people will want to buy it without understanding what the words are about. His voice is, he's got a good voice. It's a very kind of Mediterranean male voice to my mind. It's kind of rich and deep, and it's got a bit of a kind of burry edge to it, which I often seem to find in that. I kind of think of it as like the Gypsy Kings kind of sound. It's kind of got a bit of a rasp to it. Is fairly expressive, is nicely sung. Well, I say fairly expressive. I don't actually know if what he's doing matches the words, because I don't understand the words. The music, though, is superb. It really is top-notch stuff. There's not just Mauro involved here, but he is the kind of linchpin of this. And there's a lot of traditional stuff going on, as well as, sounds like synths and bass and drums and stuff, and it's kind of all mixed up and whatever. And it's just beautifully done. It's nicely put together. So I really enjoyed it. It's been one of these things that I'm, one of these days when I'm glad that I'm doing this thing. because it's made me appreciate a new album that I wouldn't have come across otherwise. I think I'm probably going to, try and find out what else is done. And I'm probably going to be seeking out a copy of my own of this album. It's really good. So that's what I think. I'd love to know what you think. So please don't be shy. Do talk to me. I'd especially like to hear from you if you're Italian or know about Fabrizio and his background and want to contribute anything there, and even more so if you know Genoese. I think the chances of one of my however many people are going to watch this, 15 or so, a bit more than that, but if you happen to be somebody who knows the Genoese, I'd love you to talk to the rest of us here about what's going on in these songs. That's it from me for now.
Ombre de muri, muri de mai